Kind of random update, my dad is always buying new cars to add to his collection, but recently he got something a little different, this 1965 Honda S65. Now, way back in high school, maybe 6 years ago, I remember seeing a vintage ad for one of these and telling my dad if we ever found one, we had to get it. I mean, just look at the thing. It's just so cute. I remember what really caught my attention, though, was the tagline saying this thing got 200 miles per gallon, which, as a high schooler earning minimum wage making pizzas, that sounded pretty good compared to my Fiat Spider's 25 or so miles per gallon. Now, as the name S65 suggests, the way this bike gets its 200 mpg is because of its tiny 65cc engine. That's it. I mean, just look at it. But for real, I just adore the way this bike looks. It's small, well proportioned, and it just screams classic. It's funny it's a Japanese Honda because it really gives off vintage Italian vibes, which I'm sure they were going for. For such an old bike, it runs surprisingly well. It even starts right up on the first kick. And man, it's so slow, but so fun to ride. I've ridden bicycles faster than this thing can go, but it still just gives a pure smile to my face cruising down the street on it. Legally, 50cc is the cutoff for mopeds, which you can ride without a license, so I technically need one for this, but out here in Darrington, nobody cares. Also, yeah, I should get a helmet, but I don't think I'll be busting my skull riding 10 miles per hour down an empty street. I do want to get my license and bring the bike up to my place in Bellingham to ride around this summer though, so you'll likely see more of it then. Now, unfortunately, though the engine is great, the transmission has some minor issues. Shifting into neutral is a bit tricky to feel out sometimes, but the bigger issue is that second gear is pretty much useless. Shifting into second causes the gears to grind for a second, then jump into either first or third, giving the bike a lurch, so I pretty much just skip second altogether. Not a huge deal, though, considering how underpowered the bike is and that there are only 3 gears, it is a bit of a shame that second is busted, but hopefully it's not too difficult to fix someday. Now, here's a little sound test for anyone interested. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I'll probably do a full video on the bike someday on my main channel, but I do want to do more of these random casual updates as well, since they're just faster and give you all a bit of a peek into what I'm up to in between my bigger productions.